Yes, people. Yes, people. We're back in the building once again. My brother Rich is with me. We're gonna be
It's
watching.
been a minute.
Hey, it's been a minute. I
It's been
can't
a
lie.
minute.
Look. It's been a minute, but we back in the building, man. Look. So Ghana are playing their final few warm-up games ahead of the World Cup, and obviously, they lost against Brazil on Friday. But me and Rich had a little conversation. You know what I mean? And we was like, it's a free hit. Whatever happens in that game happens tonight's
Yeah.
game, and then the game against Switzerland in October, I believe it is next month. Before the World Cup, a more important game, so we can see where the team is at ahead of the World Cup. So there's we're gonna see something tonight. Hopefully, you're gonna get a win, bounce back, and we get to see some of the players do what they actually know. We know they can do. But look, my brother Rich is in the building. I want to just say thank you once again for joining me as we're watching this game. And I want to know, how are you doing right now?
Bro, I'm good. I'm good. You know, when life hits you for six, like, and I'm not saying life ain't good at the minute, but when it's busy, sometimes you forget about how to do these little nuances with streaming and stuff like that. Palace
I nearly
haven't
forgot.
played.
I
It's
nearly
been
forgot.
mad. It's been mad. So, but most importantly, it's always blessed to be brother, just representing for our nation, man.
Come on.
You know, there's no better feeling.
Come on. But yo, big up everybody who's watching right now, and I hope some more people join us as we watch along in this game. Making sure you're hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you're new. Hit that notification bell. Go subscribe to Eagle Eye Football as well. They got some big stuff coming up for the rest of this season too. So make sure you subscribe to them as well on YouTube. I'm gonna try and pin that link to the top of the chat real quick. But yeah, man, let's get into some of these comments. Big up my guy Drizzy in the building. What you say, my guy? Hey, my guy, don't bring this lateness to the World Cup watch along. You're gonna embarrass me in front of my woman. Relax. You know what we was doing? We was behind the scenes, yeah, looking for a stream for this game because you see, if you're in Africa, they're showing this game. You get me? If you're somewhere in Europe, somewhere they'll be showing this game, but in this country,
I
they don't show this game for
was
no.
looking peak, you know.
It's peak. So the fact that we was able to find the game, I was like, okay, like we got a little link, you know what I'm saying? Like, just we good, Stadium is, little, a few fans all over the place, because they're playing the game in Spain right now. Nicaraguan fans are there. Obviously, some of them would have traveled over to work in Spain and live in Spain. It may be some Ghanaians knocking about as well. You never know, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's good to at least have the game on, do you get me? So we can watch this game properly. No Buki streams cutting off or anything like that. So it's all good. It's all good right now. Big up Isaac in here. What you saying, my bro? I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute, my guy. I know. But we back. We got NBA coming as well next month too. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Big up Baby Rage in the building. You say RP Celtics. Oh, we can discuss this like in 2 weeks' time. It's preseason, I think, at the beginning of next month, and then we got 2 weeks. The preview's coming, and the man are gonna be here. We're gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss. But you're on your way to the movies. Hey, enjoy the movies, bro. Like, tap in with us every now and again, but enjoy the movies. Enjoy the movies still. Baby Ray saying what's good. I'm good, man. And I hope you're blessed too, bro. Like, I told you, NBA is coming a lot more this season, and there's gonna be a lot more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna be doing some weekly shows and stuff so we can talk about the NBA. So make sure you stick around for that too. And obviously you can jump on as well, like just like you were doing last season, so we can discuss a bit more about the Heat and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nigerians can never do anything good. And then, bro, oh my, bro, I'm not involved. Eto soldiers have failed me. They failed you, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, man. Hey, we're here, man. We're in the building, bro. We're in the building still. I'm telling you, hey, bro, like even in the US, you can't find anywhere to watch this game. And the fact of the matter is, there's probably the same amount, or maybe a little bit more Ghanaians in the US than there are here in the UK. So they should be showing the game. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Rich is dipped out. I think he's back in. You good? Oh, that's funny, bro. I can't lie.
Bro,
Oh,
as soon as you said no Buki streams, my internet lock off. Your judge is mad.
Internet is interneting.
Your
Hey,
judge is
building,
mad.
Hey, there's some Ghanaians in the building. I can see them right now, boy. Okay, it's good. It's good to see.
We always
We're everywhere. I know we're everywhere, but like this is one of them. This is a bit far out, bro. Can't you see the mountains in the background, fam? This is a bit, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit far, bro. This ain't no Madrid. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah. NBA streams coming. There's a lot, bro. Like this season, we're gonna be weekly shows, bro. Like we're discussing everything, every topic. That preview show is gonna be long as well. Could be over 2 hours, to be honest, because there's so much to discuss. But yeah, just make sure you stay tuned for that. Big up vibes in here, like subliminals. 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 We know we're not getting involved in our subliminals. We just keep that one quiet. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's out of. Really, you're starting, please. I'm not involved, bro.
He's running the bare agendas, boy.
That's agendas. I'm sorry, bro. Chino, you too. Oh my gosh, please. I'm not involved. Why are you, man, linking me to this? I don't condone that. Black men don't cheat. I don't know what's going on. Like, don't involve me in that. I'm not involved. Man, but yo, big up everybody as well, man. Big up Realist, man. 100%. For coming through, man. See this. Yo, this vibes. Stop, bro. Just stop this. They said Pogba's judge took Rich out. Hey, that's another one we need to discuss, but we can't discuss right now. But yeah, the players are out on the pitch right now. National anthems are getting rung out, I believe, as we speak. Big up to my brother Tariq in the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to Tariq Talks on YouTube. Make sure you follow him up on the socials as well. That's who scheduled a late match against Jamaica. Huh? When? And for what? Because both sides are not warming up for anything. So why is there a late match, bro? Like, I don't get it. It's long. It's all long. Big up Sammy as well. Reminds me of the AFCON watch-alongs. Can't wait for the World Cup. Hey, look, Sam. Hey, look.
From if you're from back then, big up to you.
Hey, no, yeah, it's Sam from back then for sure.
That's loyal.
Yo,
big up.
Yo, he's. I'm telling you, they're waiting for this World Cup thing. I told you, me and Rich were on the phone on Friday. We got some stuff cooking. We're ready. Yeah. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for that time period. But yo, it's big. It's gonna be big for sure. Jesus, a dark skin brothers don't cheat, but yeah. As I said, I'm not involved in that one there. Okay, I'm not involved in that one there. You know what I'm saying? And more agendas, bro. I can't. I'm never gonna. After I said what I said, they're not gonna shake the stuff. They can't. But look. Yes. Tariq's gonna be jumping on the channel to do his debut as well on the channel, like properly for real. Cannon Talk Arsenal show, strictly Arsenal show, coming this weekend as well after Arsenal's game. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. All right. We're about 2 minutes from kickoff, if I'm looking at it correctly. Players are out.
It depends on the stream, fam.
I know, you know what I'm saying? Like we might be behind. I just know that the national anthem is being rung out right now.
Okay, yeah. So they're doing the national anthem at the moment.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right.
Because this is a Nicaraguan stream, boy. This is not. There's no Ghanaian stream for this at all, fam.
Do you have the lineups to show as well, by the way?
Yeah. You know what? Let me just grab those real quick. Let's go into this one. All right.
Watch for that. Did you see Dennis Odoye's performance? Listen, now don't get me wrong. I know it's Vinicius Junior. He cooked, fam.
Let's not do that one. All right. I'm not involved. Once again, you're discussing things that I don't really want to be associated with. Anyway, yeah. All right, let's get into it. Yeah. So in terms of the lineups for both sides, we'll start off with Nicaragua. Aya Lopez in goal. Then we've got Jonathan Moncanda. If I'm butchering the names, I'm sorry. Byron Bonilla, Cesar, Salandia, Henry Garcia, Abner Acuna, Harold Medina, Junior Ortega, Mario Davila, Melvin Ramon Hernandez Salas, and Jeffrey Chavez. Manager is I believe is Miguel Figueroa. If I'm butchering, then I'm butchering.
It happens.
And then I'm butchering. Right. So
wait, apparently you're reading the subs bench.
I'm not reading the subs. They're lying. They must be lying. Wait, what? But it says lineups though. So I know it says substitutes here, but this is the real thing, no?
I don't know.
What?
No.
Look. But no, because if Wallacott didn't go for Ghana, that's for sure. I saw this.
Yeah.
This must be. Yeah, look. Wallacott's in goal, yeah, and then as a back four, I see Dennis Odoi is still there. Baba Rahman is there. So right back, left back is there.
Nah, you know what? I think this is a subs fan because there's 13 players there.
Bro, then they're shagging it. This is they shag this one. Let me get the lineups. They shag this. Let me do this properly. Right. Wait. Oh. We here. Okay. Ofori in goal. Seidu, Amate, Salisu, Gideon Mensah.
Okay.
Right. Idrisu, Chire, and Kudus in midfield. Up front, Ishaku, Bukari, and Williams. So it's a 4-3-3. This is what I'm looking at right now.
Yes, that's
the correct one. I'm sorry, people, because I'm seeing all the first teamers, and I was like, but they didn't want to show me the first team lineup. Anyway,
I see the actual caption. No Ayu brothers.
Yeah, no Ayu brothers. Yeah. That's the big one there because they are both on the bench. But anyway, the game is kicked off. Let me stop sharing the screen. The game is kicked off. People, I'm sorry. I haven't done this in a while, innit? So I'm all over the place. You know the ones there? I'm sorry. Bro, they said, why are Ghana playing against a fake country? Vibes, relax.
Hey, have you seen their kickoff formation?
Brother, they will come, bruv. Vibes, you be careful, they'll come for your house,
Look at this. They've got
I don't.
line.
Wow. They're playing 7-5-2, innit? This is gonna be one scrappy game.
It's gonna be all over the place. I can tell.
You can already tell it's gonna be scrappy just because, man. Like,
that's a good start. Don't shoot.
Ball was taken off Chire's foot right there on November 6th. I guess he wants to win a match against track runners. Yeah, that's long. I guess it's a way to get players to play, but fam, that's long. It's just long. They said Dennis Odoi was horrible. My bad. I didn't see it. They didn't want to show me the first 11s. My bad. Look, I'm not. You see this here, yeah. Look. Don't involve me in that one either, okay? Please, because we saw what happened with the referee that blew the whistle too early. AFCON. I'm sorry for that one, but it wasn't me. Yeah, I was playing 4-3-3. Bruv, we need to win it by all means, by any means necessary.
It's by force.
By force, we have to win the game.
This is it.
What are we saying? Canada lost, took it to Uruguay. Ghana hurt Partey again. Nicaragua, Canada would kill them. I mean, that's your opinion. But let's focus on the first part of the sentence. Canada lost. But is what it is, isn't it? But they say Ghana playing against some rich uncle's petrol station employees. That's long. Actually, that's how Nicaragua plays. It's, you know what? Like, they seem up for it, though. I can't lie. They do seem up for it still.
To be fair, I just want us to play with intensity and purpose. It's very easy to see these games as just different, especially with club football returning over the weekend.
But this is what I was saying. I was like, to be honest with you, they've played their they've had preseason and everything, and because of where the World Cup is placed, everybody should be up and running right now. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So the World Cup, like in terms of quality, the football is going to be mad.
Great defending.
It's going to be good.
Oh, lie. This week, I'm not feeling it, you know.
Yeah, I'm not. It's one of our worst I've seen in some years. I can't lie. I'm putting it on par with the what do you call it? The black kit, the cursed black
Curse
kit.
kit.
Yeah. I'm putting it on par with that.
Have you burned that yet?
It's somewhere in my closet. I don't know where it is, boy. I've chucked it away still. I can't lie.
Go and find the woods and go dig it up. You're not having any more.
I'm interested to see Salisu in this Ghana side though.
That's not even a foul.
Yeah, he's given a foul, I think, on Salisu there. Because it's been a minute since we've had like a Premier League footballer who's playing first team in the Ghana side. Like it's been a minute. I mean, but like we already know why he's there.
We don't count him.
Yeah, we don't count him because we know why he's there.
Drive. Go on, 1v1s.
Cross.
Go on, press. They'll give it to you. Press.
Yes, I'm on to it.
Relax. Yeah, they've literally set to bank up. They set up to bank up with the slow block.
Bro.
Go on.
Yeah, they're there to just be beaten. This is what it is, unfortunately. That's all I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's one of those like those typical games where once you get one, you should get a few.
Yeah, we should.
But the longer it goes without the one, it's like, yo.
We should beat them comfortably, but it's just, you know how Ghana is, man. You just know this would be like one scrappy game, then we win 1-0. Then you know everyone's complaining. Look at this corner. Look at that corner.
Oh my gosh. They're going to play end to end.
Yeah, Shaku's now playing for Sporting Lisbon, which is interesting. I can't lie. I want to see how he develops over the next couple of years. Still, will he break in?
He's still young.
Will he break into that Sporting first team? That's what I want to see. I know he's training with them, but will he break in? That's the thing. Because obviously Marcus Edwards kind of broken through there as well, like into that first team. So it looks like there's a nice pathway for young players that don't come from their country to come through. So let's see what he does.
See, Amate, you can't even complain. That's foul.
See this? I'm waiting for Amate to just be pushed out of the side. I'm waiting for that day because GQ is injured. So
yeah,
that's why he's not starting. Because I think he would start. I think he'd start alongside Salisu, to be fair. And Jiku was supposed to move to, I believe, Hoffenheim in the summer, but the move fell through for some reason. I don't know.
It's good to have Salisu in though, because obviously there was a lot of politics beforehand.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that they've resolved it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Gideon Mensah. Yeah, I believe plays for Bordeaux in France.
You know, it's our midfield that I'm most confident with.
I do like it though, like in terms of the balance there.
Yeah, I think there's like the Solomon come back.
Yeah,
as well. Acres, good pass. Can you imagine? We've got someone who can hold the ball up front.
No,
Do you know?
You not realize how
important this is?
You know how important this is, bro. Having a striker that can hold the ball up, bro. Did you just see that there?
The simple things.
I'm telling you, because we're gonna need it. You know, this is no joke, bro. Like, we can't have the ball go up there and get lost, bro. Like, this is why I don't like the Afenajian being the striker, because it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. He's not holding the ball up. I feel like he should be an impact sub off the bench, to be honest with you, or he might start, but just start out on the wide right, like. But here's Ishaku with the corner. Keeper touches it over.
That's better. Yeah, apologies, people, if you feel like there's a bit of a lag for my internet is terrible.
See, look, the tables have turned. They were getting on to me about my internet and all the judge and all of that. Now Rich has got it. I'm saying,
yeah, it's mad.
And then the kit, I'm not feeling both of them, the home and away. I'm not involved. Like, I don't like them. I'm not feeling it at all, man. We've had better kits over the years. I can't lie.
Yes, we had like during AFCON, and now look what we got.
Yeah. I wonder how long the Puma manufacturing contract is with Ghana, though. If it ends soon, or let's see what happens with that. Because maybe this is the last of it. Because we've had it for quite some time, to be fair. So it's like 4 or something like that, or 4 or 5.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Puma that had Man City's one where they did the third kit and it looked like something from Sports Direct?
Yeah. I think it is Puma. Yeah.
They're just getting lazy.
Proper lazy, isn't it? And the thing about it wasn't even just Man City. It was like pure clubs across Europe. It's just crazy, bro.
Press. There you go.
Drizzy, I can't even lie. I listened to a few clips of some of these Twitter spaces after that game, yeah. And the way they was going on to those AU brothers is so funny, because it's like, this is something we know is the case, and they're still here. Like, they're literally holding us back a bit. Like, they can't be in the starting lineup, but it's whether the coach is allowed to do so. That's the problem.
I mean, if they go for experience base, cool. You need an experienced head.
But then
in the changing room, that's it.
Hey, you need to bring back, what's his name? They want to bring back Asamoah Gyan. That's what they're saying. See, my man's trying to get fit. He's trying to get fit for this World Cup so he can get called up. You see, if they was to do some nonsense like that, yeah, it'd be mad. Here's Salisu. Pass into midfield. Good turn. Here's Mensah.
Good ball. Come on.
And Marte. Here's Kudus. Good turn.
Good.
Just too much on the ball there. Cross. Yeah, I'm interested to see Kudus as well, you know, like, because last season was like, it's looking like this season's going to be his breakthrough, innit? Like,
yeah, he started well for Ajax.
He had a lot of injuries, innit? Last season. Ooh. Tried to press there. Couldn't retrieve it, though.
Okay. Yeah, I think he was slightly ahead of me, like about a second or two.
Cool.
But you know what else is good? It's nice to see we're comfortable in the football.
Yeah, but you see this, yeah? This is the way Ghana's supposed to play, if you know what I mean. Like, we've had coaches that have been very pragmatic. Like, so obviously we know about Milo and his football, and it's even back then in 2010, yeah, when that was our best World Cup performance and all that. Yeah? Like, we were so pragmatic until we got to last 16. So we got to the group stage and then
we expressed ourselves, yeah.
Yeah, then we started expressing ourselves, and I swear, like, this is how we're supposed to play, just generally, right? And I think it's because it's weaker opposition, so that's why. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how we take on Uruguay, South Korea, and Portugal in the World Cup, because in our groups, because I don't know. Like those everyone will say that those sides are stronger than us, all three of them. So how do we approach it? We don't want to give them too much respect, either one of those sides. So like it's one of those. Ghana playing, rolling, wearing all black, and laptop doing a madness. Deja vu. Hey, look, I can't believe it was only early on this year as well. It's mad.
It's great. It was January. Yeah, it wasn't it?
It's only this year as well. It's great.
Yeah. Reed's comment caused. Wait, nah, I probably got injured again. Nah, he must have done. He must have been cooking at home.
Hey, but as for Partey, I don't know what's going on with him, but like something's it's all mad.
Watch him. He's gonna start on Saturday. Watch him.
He probably will. He might. He probably will. I can't lie. It's mad.
That's unlucky. It's a good save.
Need Eddie and Cho. I'm not sure about Nketiah, to be honest with you. But Cho maybe, yeah. Cho can't be registered until November anyway, so we're not going to see him. We're not going to see him until then. So Ghana already have a mascot. They don't need Nketiah. That's funny, man.
Yeah. Coming up to 15 minutes. Probably our best chance of the game just now. It's a decent save from the keep. Nicaragua.
Clash from the defender. He's fine though. There's a corner to Ghana still. He said Jan versus Uruguay again, bro. Jan's not fit enough for Ghana. He's, to be honest with you, like Vibe said, like he's too busy being a mascot. I seen a video of him with the whole Ghanaian supporters group in Ghana going to watch the game against Brazil on Friday. Like man was leading the chants and that. Like it was funny. So if he sticks to that, we should be good. I can't lie. Rich moving like the English dub of Squid Game. The judge is mad. Yo. Inaki Williams tried to head the ball towards Kudus, but gives the ball away. Nicaragua trying to break. Yeah, I got Salish who's got that covered. Yeah, easy. To Amate.
I'm actually going to see how bad it is on my phone. 1 second. It's probably terrible.
It might be better though, to be fair. It might be better for you. Oof. Fired that pass at Amate. It's good. Too much on the ball. Some of the journalists just dropped the link to watch the game on Twitter, thank God. But it's in Spanish though. I mean, it's in Spanish, isn't it? Like that's up to you. Like, I mean, I'm muted. So, I'm muted, but isn't it? So you saying you forgot about that? Hey, you cursed Partey. So if there's anybody you want to blame, Arsenal fans, blame Tariq. You cursed it. I don't want talking to me about that guy. We knew he was finished from quite some time ago, but the media was backing him and all of that stuff, and top reds and all that stuff. But it's gonna be all over soon, though.
Yes, after I'll see if I can connect the Ethernet cable and try that.
Yeah, that might actually be the best bet. I can't lie.
It's crazy. I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm looking at it. So.
I was like, who are you dummying that to? It's Kudus now. Oh, he's done well there. He's done well there.
Good.
Shaku just crossed the ball. Don't shoot. Oh, he crossed it to a wonderful area. I can't even lie. No one gambled.
He's got to have words. Have words. It's a great cross.
Here's Chire. Here's Mensah. Chire with the great. It's a bit too much on that reverse pass there. But yeah, that was a good play by Kudus. He just stormed past like 2-3. They couldn't hang with him really. He's playing with full of confidence, man. He's gonna be key as well, I think, heading into this World Cup.
Good balance, good strength.
It was a great ball across the face here from Mishaku, but no one gambled. The rest of the play on. Here's Williams. He crosses the ball.
That's two good crosses, you know.
It's two of them, but the person you're expecting on the end of it was making the cross, so
someone's got a gamble on one of those, though.
Rest as a foul. I'm a bit surprised at that one, I can't lie. Yeah, this is a good question from NN. How do you feel about people like Inaki switching? He was never going to break into the Spain side. What do you think about it, Rich?
For me personally, I don't mind the switch as long as they stay with us from now on. I want to see them at the next AFCON and qualify, even qualifiers and stuff. Like, because when you look at the 23 that's going to be taken, those who got us to the World Cup may not get picked because obviously we're bringing honestly better players, but it's going to seem a little bit unfair in a sense. But football's a cruel game, so as long as they can, like, who was it like Kevin Prince Boateng? He just disappeared.
Yeah,
from the setup all of a sudden, like, which was like, yo, so you only kind of want to play in the World Cup. Yeah,
I mean, I think there was some issues with him in particular though with the GFA, especially after that the 2014 World Cup. They had a lot of issues, like just I think across the team there was just so many. There were so many like issues with the GFA across and the coaching staff and all of that stuff. But yeah, I understand that by bringing some of these players over from the countries that they may have been born in, or you know, had decided to play at youth level, into the side now, we're improving the quality of the team. The other side to it, which I agree with you, Rich, on, is like there were players that actually got us to the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like it is unfair if you switch them out, right? But you kind of have to look at it from like for the country, like those players that we're bringing in, they're bringing us up in terms of quality level, so we should be able to perform a little bit better on the pitch,
which brings in more money
and all of that stuff. So it's just like it's so hard like to balance. It's just I'm hoping that like some of these guys that have switched now will encourage some of the younger generations to switch earlier. Like, so we've got some young players dotted across Europe who may feel that they want to play for England or Holland or France or Germany, and then boom, like now they're seeing Inaki Williams, they're seeing Cho, they're seeing Dabti all join the side at the same time. Maybe they want to switch as well, and then have discussions, open up discussions with the GFA and their parents and agents and whatnot, and then make the switches themselves at a younger age, like. Because Inaki Williams is like 29, so you know he's heading towards the end of his career, I believe, at this point. You know?
What's the situation with Nico?
That's the thing. Yeah, this is another one. Like Drizzy's saying, it feels like he's playing with staying for Spain. And it's like it depends. I don't know. Like I thought that both of them had switched. That's what I thought. I'm not too sure. I know because when the announcement was made, they just said it was Inaki Williams, not his brother.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's something that we may have to look at.
Tomori has to make the switch.
Wait, can he still switch?
Surely he can, because he's probably got one cap.
He's got one cap, and it wasn't competitive, was it? No,
I'm sure it wasn't.
And Tomori's how old? 23, 24?
Yeah, he's still young.
Yeah.
he's been neglected too many times by Southgate.
Boy, so I wonder what he would do though. I wonder what he's gonna do.
That's a tough choice, you know. Nigeria.
It's a tough choice. I can't lie. It's so tough.
Because you would expect Nigeria to bounce back.
Yeah. They'd have
and
to.
Then Canada do have a very young, hungry side.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're gonna put if it was a money thing, you'd say Nigeria more likely, hypothetically, I'm not saying it's definite, but more likely to make the next World Cup than Canada, based on just name and
Canada hosting the World Cup. Ooh,
snap! God.
Is it Shaku?
Oh, so they are. So they're already there. Ireland needs to choose Canada. He's got a guarantee.
That's what I'm saying. He's got a guarantee to make a World Cup. But that's the thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think because I think even in that Nigeria side, he makes it in. I mean, because obviously Calvin Bassey can play at centre back, but he plays at right back, I believe, for Nigeria. Then they've got Truce to Kong as well at the back, and it's are they going to start a little partnership, or is he someone that's going to come in and replace him? You know, he's the captain, but maybe they want to change over the guard and or something like that. You never know. It's interesting. It's interesting still.
It's quite scary actually, the amount of talent coming out of Nigeria.
Yeah, isn't it? But that's something that we can wait for another 4 years, because we ain't seeing them this World Cup, and then AFCON, AFCON's been postponed as well. So it was supposed to be next year, but it's actually going to be taking place in 2024 as usual. So, which is interesting.
Is that still Ivory Coast?
Yeah, it's still in Ivory Coast, but it's just a year, because they were never going to fit it in. It's just impossible. You have to qualify for it and all of that stuff. And they was never going to do it within the space of 8-9 months. It just was impossible. So
typical African defending out the box.
I can't lie, they Nicaragua, they're fighting, but I don't know.
The one thing I'll give them credit for is they play a lot of forward passes.
They do, man. They definitely do. Chiré under a bit of pressure there. He gets the ball. He's got mad space in front of him now.
Oh my gosh, acres.
Oh wow, that was a bad pass. Just trying to find it. Shaku pressing. That's good though. Yeah, it's fouled though. Well, yeah, I don't think. I don't think he's gonna give that, man. I think he just left his leg in there. It was a 50-50. It is a foul though. It is a foul. It was a 50-50 in that. Hey, we're there, I can't we're there.
Numbers, yeah, it's good to see,
There's a
man.
few numbers, because this is not, bro. Where they actually? I know the game's in Spain, but where exactly in Spain is this though? I need to just see this, because this don't look like anywhere. This looks far in Spain somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, it's in Lorca in Spain, bro. I don't even know where this is, bro. Murcia. It's in the region of Murcia, fam. It's far. See, Naki Williams hold up play. He's Kudus in the box now. Tried to shoot himself. This is the thing I don't want to see from him. Everyone's there. Where it's getting a bit too big-headed because we're now speaking about him a lot. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he can do it by himself. This is what I don't want to see. Just continue to play for the team. You're doing well so far. In 2026, 9 African teams are allowed. Yep. Which makes it easier.
Oh yeah, is that the is it 30, not 40 something teams they're trying to do?
Yeah, 48 teams I think is in the World Cup, which is going to be interesting. So Africa got 9 teams that can qualify, which that means we're going to definitely see some new African teams qualify for sure. Like for sure, it should be good. Tamori and Victoria would be awesome tandem for Canada, but I don't think come back to Canada. I don't think Tamori can. He's won a youth CONCACAF type with David and Davis when they were teenagers. I don't know if he can. This is the thing. I'm not sure if he can actually switch back from his English nationality. That's the thing. I'm not sure. Like, there's been a lot of talk about it, but I think he's stuck at England. And I think, to be honest with you, the only reason why he's not playing for England at this moment in time is obviously Southgate not picking him, but more so because English managers generally don't look outside of the Premier League when they're trying to pick players. Yeah. They don't travel to the rest of Europe where some of their players are based. They don't care to watch them, so they don't really know what's going on, so they just don't pick them, even though everybody else can see the talent in their players. I mean, with the amount of English players that play in Germany now, like you've seen over the years, obviously Bellingham is an exception because you look at the talent, you will say like levels above where he's supposed to be at his age, innit? So you can say, yeah, we got to include him. There's going to be pressure on that side. I don't know. It's pretty interesting, man. Like, it's interesting for me. I don't know.
I mean, there seems to be kind of, it's like it's not even like England for me personally. It's not like it's just Southgate that's done this. Every manager saying let the player that's on form. Obviously, this is Watchalong. I'm not saying that this thing we've got a lot of minutes for England, but let's look at Andy Johnson when he was at Palace. He had a 20+ goal season and played 30 minutes at right wing for England, and that was it. Like I said, I'm not saying just like that, saying that he would. There's no way he was going like the Owens and stuff. They don't really give him a proper chance. Look at Ivan Toney now. Why call him up? What's the point?
Yeah, man, it's interesting, man. Like I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of media like intervention as well with some of these picks sometimes. Like I don't know. Like it's all weird. It's all weird. Because obviously we was having this discussion as well. We were saying that how you can't pick all the players based off of form. Do you know what I mean? Like, because otherwise you're going to have players that are not necessarily the quality level for international football ahead of players that have already played for the national team. They've got caps like in abundance and all of that. So you have to kind of pick the right balance. There may be 1 or 2 in your squad who are currently on top form, and then you can give them a substitute appearance, give them their first caps or whatever. And then you kind of have to go with what you know, innit, as a manager, who you trust, you know what I'm saying? Especially in international football, because you don't have a lot of time with these players, you know what I mean? So yeah, I understand it to a certain extent, but when you're looking at that centre-back position for England, yeah, like, there's not much there, you know, like, so you can afford to give Tamori his chance. Because who we put in there? I don't watch England in it, so who we put in there? Tyrone Mings. And who? You know what I mean? Like who? Like Connor Cody and that. Like, come on, man. Like, as I said, I don't watch England, so I don't even know. Like, I don't know who's playing at centre back for them now. So, but from what I've seen of them recently, it's Tyrone Mings, Harry Maguire, Connor Cody. Like, I know there's been talk of Max Tillman at Wolves as well, but like, obviously he's not in the picture at all, even though he's a good young player. Like, who? I don't know, innit? So like Tamori is a Serie A champion, bro. Like he's played like a full season in Serie A, where, you know, like we also used to speak back in the days that how British players that went abroad, they always struggle. He's gone in there and he's just taken like a duck to water. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. But I mean, like, just going back on the Tony thing, what is Southgate going to see from Kane that he hasn't seen already?
But I don't know. Like, I mean, we already know what Kane can do with it, but like,
Yeah. So
it's
just
one of those.
give Tony some minutes.
True. Give him some minutes still.
He tried to control that in the box.
Yeah, he tried to chest it. I don't know what he's trying to do. He tested it back to the keeper still. Can't wait for Chris Hughton to coach us. Otto's tactics are so rubbish. Yeah, you see Otto, yeah, like I feel like he's been kind of backed into a bit of a corner, you know, because obviously when you get us to the World Cup now everybody's like expecting something of you, innit? Like where he only came in on an interim basis, like to kind of save us after the debacle in the AFCON. You get me? So now it's pretty interesting. But like I feel keep him there, like, and then allow him to work off the knowledge of Hughton, innit? Like, you know what I mean? Like because we thought Chris Hughton was going to be the manager, was going to be the actual like front man in charge. But I'm glad he's taken a step back and decided to go into the technical advisor role because it's pressure, like being the Ghana coach, and then especially like when you like because he's not really in touch with the politics of Ghanaian football. So I think, and I don't know if Otto is either, to be fair, but like he's the younger man, he's got a lot more to learn. It's a young team, a young squad, so it kind of works. Do you know what I mean?
I don't mind Houghton being. I don't see how this develops.
And there's Chiré again. Takes a shot. Ooh, blocked. Hey. Oh, what a goal! It's Shaku.
Yeah, great finish.
Good finish.
He's had a few sightings.
Good finish. Let me put the score on the screen, man.
Good finish. This young he's taking a claim, you know.
Hey, trust me, like there's been a lot of talk about Ishaku. But that was a good goal there. Good finish. Just curls it around the keeper. In front of all the end where the Ghana fans
take a nick as well.
Yeah, it might have, you know. That's a good goal.
Good finish.
That's a good goal.
Well deserved. Well deserved to be on top.
Trust me. Big up Penny in here, man. Big up yourself. He's tied to England. I think he is. I think tomorrow he's tied to England now. So it's up to England to start. That's what I think is happening, though. That's what I think it is still. If it is 48 teams, any third place teams will qualify. You mean for Africa, innit, Drizzy? Because I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. England are dead. Have low expectations. If they'll make the quarters or semis, we'll call it. I mean, with the amount of talent that the English side actually has, if you're not making the semis, it's a failure. Do you know what I mean? Especially after the last World Cup, when you make this, like, if you're going backwards, it's a big failure. It is a big failure. I think you just kind of got to go broke for it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you got to go all out, like, with the amount of attacking talent that they have. But I just feel like, you know, it's one of those, isn't it? Like, the coach isn't good enough. So, song needs to go. Reborn Bob Marley. Yo, hey, wait. Hang on. Are you guys playing right now? Because the way you're talking, like you're actually playing and it's not going good, fam. Like, hey, is Cameroon?
I'm gonna have a look.
Because, fam, the way you're speaking is like, bro, what's going on? Yeah, Drizzy, that was a good goal from Mishaki, man. As I told you, big season for him. Can he break into that Sporting Lisbon side, or is it going to be one of those slow burners where, you know, what do you say? They actually play.
He lost 1-0 to South Korea earlier.
Oh.
Moss's friend Son scored.
Son scored again. Son's cooking all of a sudden now. It's a bit. It could be long still for some Premier League teams. I mean, I hope we don't do nothing still. When it comes to the World Cup against Ghana, I hope we don't do nothing. Let's see though.
Fingers crossed.
Argentina, Jamaica, too late for over there. Some people might be watching it, but I'm gonna be asleep. I can't lie.
Those ones are like 2-3 a.m. innit?
Yeah, I'm gonna be asleep. I can't lie.
Teaching life, I can't be staying up like that.
Okay, you gotta go to work. I'm telling you, man. It's one of those still. This is me. I'm taking Andre for experience and leadership. Jordan can stay his ass in pad.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, Andre for the experience in the dressing room, the leadership. We saw like some of his team talks behind the scenes at AFCON. I mean, it didn't really help us, but you know, it's one of those.
Or something.
Yeah, it's mad. It's all mad. But yeah, if we bring him into the side for experience, obviously I feel like he's like the captain, de facto captain, isn't it? Like if he's not on the pitch, he's still a captain for us. So it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan's just gonna be taking up a squad space. That's why I don't want him to be there. Like, I prefer him to not be there just because he's taking up squad space. That's all. With the amount of attackers now that you've got Felix Afenajian, you've got Ikaku, Inaki Williams, Cho might be there too. Like, it's too much, bro. Like, way too much. And then obviously you got Sulemana as well. Like, it's too much. Like, I mean, they're not all strikers. There's no strikers. Like, they're not all strikers. And then you got Semenyo as well, who's on the bench as well for Ghana. I want to see him today as well. Hopefully he comes on. Like, there's so many attacking talents there. Like, yeah, Jordan probably don't get a chance, but if he gets into the squad, it's a Betty Pelly tax. We already know. No, we lost this morning to Song Min FC. Yeah, so no, they will play round of 32, so they'll need the four best third place teams to qualify. Okay, fine. Yeah. I got you in the World Cup the next World Cup after this one. Cool. I mean, yeah, it gives more chances, doesn't it? Like to maybe some of the sides that don't get it going at the beginning of the tournament, like a last chance. Not bad. Man said, "I'm wishing injury on all the Brazilians." That is funny. That's so funny. Let's not do this whole Paul Pogba judge thing here, please, because the rumors now is that he was trying to neutralize Kylian Mbappe in that game, but against United where they lost 3-2. Let's not do that. It's been a pretty comfortable first half for Ghana, though.
Oh, very.
It's too comfortable. Because look at Amate stepping up from his coolies now. He's going to.
What a ball!
Ooh! It's a heavy touch though. That second touch to take him away before he put the cross.
Just chops.
Yeah, he was just checking there though. I think he was offside though. He looked kind of offside. I can't lie.
For that extra pass.
No, the Amate pass when he stepped out and he just pumped it forward, right? He looked a little bit offside. I can't lie, but they let it go.
I'm just trying to have a defensive shape. How do we look tactically? Oh, did you just get made? Because obviously I know it's a team that we're clearly comfortable, and obviously against better position, are we doing the right things? And these are the games that we should build on doing those right things, making the right decisions, and so good.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what happens because that's a good. Oh wait, what? Ref,
That is not a foul.
Seydu's been booked. I think maybe just because he went into, just caught him at the back of the ankles, like. But I think he got the ball as well, though. That's the thing.
Let's have a look at this. Oh, okay, yeah, in today's game, yeah.
I said, oh shit, my bad. It's actually Group A to Group P. What? What? Nah, FIFA are mad. So that means, like, in all honesty, yeah, they'll be playing like 2 games at a time or something like that. Just to
Gonna have to.
That's mad. How's that gonna work?
So effectively, they're gonna end up losing money on viewage because you can't have access to every game. And what happens when it's the last group game? It's already 2 games in a day.
Yeah,
that's gonna be mad.
Group A to Group P, you know what is that? That is mad.
I don't know. So it's America, Mexico, and
Canada.
So now the question then becomes, what is their kickoff times? Because see, if they normally do things late in the evening, in trouble.
Yeah, it's long. Like if you want to watch a game, like some of these games, you'll be watching them at like 3 a.m. man. Like, if you actually want to watch them, like it's all mad. To be honest with you. And obviously in America, there's like what 4 different time zones or something.
Yeah.
So
what could potentially be happening? This could be happening during school for some of these games. Because you said it was like 1:47 p.m. here, innit?
Wait, what in terms of this World Cup?
Yeah. Oh no, that's Qatar, but I mean, yeah, for them, that's gonna be a problem actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be like they may make some of them to be like kind of friendly, like friendly for us over here in Europe. Like you might get 1 or 2 games, but like, yeah, it's mad. It's all mad. Still.
I'm trying to think if they have like a 12 o'clock kickoff for them will be 6 p.m. here. It's gonna be hot over there, boy.
It's gonna be long. Like I don't see them doing a lot of like. I see them doing like late afternoon, and an evening game. Like
so they're 5 p.m. So you're looking at our 10 or 11 p.m.s.
Yeah, this long. I don't know how. I won't be watching. I can't lie. I won't be watching them. I'll try. Weekends only. Because some 3 a.m. kickoff for your that schedule gone.
Hey, what's happened to him? Is it cramp?
I don't know. Oof. Is it Shaku again? Tried it. In 2026, I'm expecting new champions. A lot of big teams will face each other quick. That means England won't reach the semi-final again. That's interesting. It's an interesting one. So how many spaces will go to the CONCACAF if Jamaica don't make it? They're finished. Yeah, that's true. They just widen the space, so make it a month and a half so that no games overlap. That's interesting as well. So wait.
So that means that's another football season affected.
Yeah, basically. So like, yeah, it's like what we're either going to start earlier, like the World Cup, than usual. Yeah. So maybe start of June instead of middle of June, and then give it that extra 2 weeks or whatever for so there's no overlap. That's pretty interesting. So that means like the season might finish a little bit earlier for most teams. They finish in May. They'll finish pretty much start of May. Give them 3 weeks. 1 week off and then 2 weeks camp if you're going to a World Cup, if your country's going.
Yeah.
Which is mad. But yeah, it's half time now. It's half time, Ghana.
Right, let me see if I can fix this.
Leading 1-0.
This Wi-Fi issue. I'll put the girls to bed.
Cool.
I'll be back in a bit.
Cool. Go by Shaku. Great finish by him as well. On the just inside the box, he just curls that around the keeper. Comfortable for Ghana. I don't even think Nicaragua's had a shot on goal, to be honest with you. So, like not really expecting much from them. They're not really like, they're probably one of the lowest ranked sides in the world, so you're not really expecting too much of a challenge from them, to be fair. And yeah, man, this is pretty interesting, man. I can't lie. It's pretty interesting still. India versus Ghana 2026. Hey, you never know, it could happen, boy. Like, you know, the way that this, because there's more teams, there's more opportunities for smaller countries to potentially sneak into the World Cup. I mean, I know India not a small nation by any means, but in football terms they are. But you never know what could happen with them. You could see a lot. You might see some new teams. I reckon we'll see Iraq at a World Cup. We'll probably see them at a World Cup, most likely. We'll see a few more extra European teams that potentially could make it. Like, we'll see. It'll be interesting. If Ghana go to the World Cup, I'm qualify for the World Cup, I'm going a lot of Ghanaians. Yeah. You should be able to get a game, Drizzy. Like, you should be able to get a game. That should be interesting. I can't lie. It'd be fun to go to a World Cup game. Like, they were talking about doing it in England. I think, was it for this one? I think so. I think they were bidding for this one. They tried to bid for 2006 as well, but eventually went to Germany. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what a World Cup would be here, because obviously the problem is that they don't have to build stadiums over here, because we've got a lot of the infrastructure already. So it's like FIFA want to make money; they're not trying to lose money. So it's interesting still. It's one of those. Big up Dizzy in here. Death taxes, and the AU brothers starting, but today they're not even starting. Still, it's not really a big game, so I can understand why they're not starting. But all I know is that next game against Switzerland, that last warm-up game, I'm sure they're going to be starting, and then they'll probably start in the World Cup, which is what we don't want to see. Like, is Otto going to be allowed to make the decisions that he wants to make? Like, he's switched out the whole team pretty much, and he did say that he made a mistake with the selection. But I think sometimes his hands are tied anyway, just because of the way it goes. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. Do you think it's going to be the norm to have 48 teams? I don't know. Like, FIFA are experimenting for this next World Cup, and I don't think that I don't know if they know if this is going to be permanent or if it's just a trial. Like, let's see how it works. Because I like NN said it already, that they may have to just extend it and make it a 6-week tournament instead of like cramming everything into 4 weeks. And whether that works, I don't know. So we'll see what happens though. But yeah, guys, give me your thoughts on the first half for Ghana if you've been watching the game. I think Ghana have been too comfortable. Nicaragua are not a great side, so you can't really read too much into this performance. You just hope that some of the players individually are just, you know, ticking over ahead of this World Cup coming up. Literally, is not too long left. And then they go into that World Cup like ready and raring to go. Like, and obviously we want to see what's happening from the bench. Like, are we getting ourselves tactically set up? Because obviously when we're facing those bigger sides now, because we're going to be facing a couple of huge sides in our group, we need to make sure that we're tactically astute against them. I don't really want to see like basic tactics like counter-attacking and long ball type of football. Like, no, I want us to not give these sides too much respect. Like, we have to play the football that we know how to play. Our players are good. So, you know, it's one of those, man. We'll see. Starting 11 versus Switzerland, if we're serious: Ofori, Tariq, Jiku, Salisu, Mensah, Partey, Chire, Kudus, Sulemana, Inaki, and then Ishaku. Yeah, you see, look, that's a side. I can't lie to you. It's a side. But yeah, actually, Dizzy, what do you think about this Ofori and Wallacott debate? Because they obviously were blaming him, Wallacott, for some of the mistakes that was made, right? And so there's this debate now going on that Ofori should start ahead of Wallacott. Like, what do you think about that one? Let me know. But like, that side looks solid though. I can't lie. Like, I know GQ is I know GQ's been injured, so he's not starting tonight. But him and Salisu would be a good partnership. Obviously, Gideon Mensah, quality right back, man. Quality left back, sorry. Like, Partey, his fitness is a problem. Like, it's a real problem. Like, since he left Atletico Madrid and came to Arsenal, it's been a problem. Like, let's be real. I don't know what's gonna happen still with him. Like, is he gonna end up being one of those kind of players where when it comes to playing for his country, he's always there and fit and available. When it comes to playing for his team, he's not as. So we'll see. Chire's he's been bubbling last season. He was doing really well in the Bundesliga too. But yeah, let's see what he brings. I feel like he does bring a lot of balance to the midfield. But yeah, and obviously, yeah, Suleimana, I want to see what he's gonna do as well. Because I mean, he's just coming back from a pretty serious injury. Like he had I think he had a fracture in his back or something like that. So I want to see what he does. Ishaku's looking good. Like I can't lie. I think the maybe the training that he's getting at Sporting is actually helping his game develop a little bit more. Because like he was looking very raw when we saw him earlier on, even this year at AFCON, and you can see how he's not as raw anymore. Like just looking at what he's doing, like he's controlling the ball a little bit better. He's making better decisions. Like, do you know what I mean? He's pressing as well, whilst off the ball, which may be some of the influence that what he's getting at Sporting. So you know, you never know. It should be interesting. A back three with Salisu, Zico, and Amate. I like this better. Potentially, I like it a little bit better. You know, I can't lie to you. If you go 3-4-3, that might be better. Because I feel like the experience of Amate and his aggressiveness might balance it out with the two of the more classy, you know, defenders and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. If it's 48 teams, we're going to see a lot of co-hosts. But I don't want Africa to host it. Why don't you want Africa to host it again? Let me know. I think Ofori is better, bro. Been running the 40 prop since AFCON. Yeah, I think the thing about it is, you know what? Walcott's rise has been mad. Like, obviously, we can speak about how the hell did he even get the job, the starting role, because there's been a lot like spoken about that. Like, because I was wondering, like, how did we even get him? Like, how did we pluck him out of nowhere? Like, surely we got keepers. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting, but yeah. We'll see. You say Walcott is trash. Drizzy. He's saying Ofori is better. It's interesting. Nketiah, I'm not sure we need him. Like, if he wants to join Ghana and be part of the squad, cool. But I feel like with Inaki Williams, you've got Semenyo as well, who's on the bench playing for Bristol City at the moment. Like, I like him. I think he's really good. And then, you know, you've got a Fenerjan who could potentially play up front. I don't think he's a striker per se. I think he's more of a wide player, but you never know. He can be utilized there. It's one of those, like, I don't really feel like we need Eddie Nketiah. But if he wants to join us, it just adds a bit more extra quality. He has scored quite a lot of goals at international level for the under-21s. How that translates for a full national team, a full national side, you never know. Hudson-Odoi, I'd like to see him. Like, because we're actually going to see what he's about now. He's actually going to be playing first team football week in, week out for Leverkusen, you know, on loan this season from Chelsea. So, like, we actually get to see a lot more of him. I feel like career-wise, he's stalled because he stayed at Chelsea. He should have never stayed there. When Bayern were trying to replace Ribery and Robin, they waited, I think, a year for Sane, and they brought him in. Kingsley Coleman was there, but, like, he wasn't really, like, the main guy that they wanted. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think he was in and out of the side, a bit inconsistent, and they offered him a particular role. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they offered him a contract. I just don't think it was the money that he was looking for. I don't think so. If I'm not mistaken. And so, you know, but he would have started it. He would have started a lot of the games. You know what I'm saying? And he would have been part of that early kind of flux of young British players going over to Germany and playing football for first team football for them side. So, like, it's interesting, man. I can't lie. Like, we'll see what he does. But as I said, he's not going to be able to switch over to Ghana until November anyway. So when November first hits, he'll be allowed to, because he's already played for England. But because he played when he was under 23, he can still switch now. So he just has to wait. So we'll see what happens there. And to be honest with you, if he doesn't switch, it'll be very strange, because I believe he's got a country, he's got his passport and everything like that. Everything's been agreed, so we have to wait and see. You say we need Wallacott in goal. He played well in the game against Nigeria, though. Like, he made a few crucial saves, I can't lie. But, you know, it is what it is. Chire got 11 goals, 10 assists for St. Pauli last season. Yeah, he was bubbling a lot. Like, I don't know if he made it. Did he make a move? I feel like he did. Let me see. He make his move? Yeah, he did. He moved to Freiburg. In the summer. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so that's the thing. I feel like he's also, you know, made the most of his opportunity, and he's moved to Freiburg, so it should be interesting. Partey hasn't beaten those allegations. Yeah, it's a bit mad. I think Kudus needs to stop being selfish and release the ball early. Yeah, I think this is what I was trying to say. I was saying that how like we need to see what happens, man. Like with him, like hopefully he doesn't get too big headed, and then he does what he needs to do. Like just does what he needs to do to help the team. But this is going to be his breakthrough season, obviously. Like last season, I think he made 26 appearances in all comps, and he was injured too a lot last season. So now with him now getting a bit more of a prominent role at Ajax, and it was very strange to see his agent trying to cook up a move to go to Everton. I just didn't think it was right for him at this point in time in his career. He's still very young. He probably needs a couple more years in Holland. Like, so get his breakthrough season done and dusted this season, and then next season really push on. And then after that, you can think about trying to make a move somewhere else to a bigger side in Europe and whatnot. Like, but it's one of those. Swindon to the World Cup. This is what I'm saying. It's like, it's a bit weird how we've plucked a guy out from Swindon all of a sudden to now being a national team keeper and then going to a World Cup. It's all strange. Hudson can only join in November. He'll be eligible in November because it'll be exactly 3 years since he last played for England. Yeah, so that coupled with, I think, with the fact that he's under a certain age, that will allow him to switch despite playing for England already. And Ghana, the team's about to come back out onto the field of play. Should be interesting. The Vuvuzela was annoying. I like the Vuvuzela though, Drizzy. I liked it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a new thing for everybody, innit? Like, I don't know what goes on in South Africa, innit? So, like, I didn't know that's what they do in the stadiums, innit? So it was nice. I liked it, but you know, we don't have the structure to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the infrastructure to host the 48 teams is interesting because obviously there's a few. There's how many other teams in there? Like from 32 to 48, there's a full 16 teams that you have to accommodate, like to come to the country and all of that. So you know, it's pretty interesting. You need Asamoah to come back, bun the fake Pele bums. Fam, Jan is finished. I don't want to see him anymore. Like he's done well for the country and all of that. Yeah, it's all good, man. Like that chapter's closed. Like we're just waiting for the other chapter as well to be closed as well on the AU brothers, but that might take a bit of time still. Cameroon needs more players, but they're holding out for France. Hey, well, wait. So I mean, can some switches still happen for Cameroon before this World Cup? Can they convince some players to make their switch? It'll be interesting still. Brazil beat Tunisia 3-1. Neymar penalty. I think England can only host a 48-team tournament. They have the stadium. It's true. They already have the infrastructure in place. This is what I'm saying. This is why maybe FIFA don't want to get involved because, you know, FIFA make a lot of money off of ticket sales and this, that, and the other, and, you know, investing in stadiums and stuff like that. So they won't have to do much for England. We have everything. We have the transport. We have hotels to host players. We got enough to be able to accommodate a 5-6 week tournament. But it's one of those. Salisu's quality. Germans could. Spain and France. Yeah, I think those countries could host a 48-team World Cup. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens in the near future with some of these World Cups as they expand. And Suleiman is coming on. It's coming on for who, Drizzy? Because we ain't seen it still. Anyway, we kicked off. I'm kicked off second. Rich should be here in like 2 seconds. And this at least you stepping out with the ball. Yeah, it's just too comfortable for Ghana. Like the fact that he's able to cross the halfway line, no press from Nicaragua at all. His Chire is just getting manhandled, gets fouled. It's a nice little ball breaking through that line. His Kudus, he's feeling himself though. I can't lie. He's Mensah. Does control the ball eventually. Here's Chire. Back to Mensah. Nearly gave the ball away there. Here's Idrisu. Ball over the top. Tried to find Williams. I think he gets a corner though out of that. Can't lie. Yeah, he does. He gets a corner there. And Chire is going to take it. Yeah, this is too comfortable for Ghana right now. I always wonder why they choose these opponents in these friendlies. I feel like with the World Cup being so close, surely you want a bit more of a challenge. You know? But it's interesting. And there's a corner now. Ooh! Salisu with the chance, it goes over the top. Yo, Rich, you good? Everything good? Ooh, I think it's a corner though. Oh, he didn't give it.
No, things are still looking. Yeah, still looking at right. Maybe I'm looking for my phone and see if that makes any difference.
Cool. Rich will be back in a bit. It's Salisu now. Comfortable. Amate. Look, no press at all. I don't know what the tactic like. Surely you just go for it, innit? Like, you're not a good side, but you still try. But obviously they don't want to get embarrassed, innit? So it's like you're kind of caught in between two minds still. Try and hold out as long as possible. Good turn from Kudus again. Releases the ball. That's what I want to see him do more of. When you get the ball back to goal, see if you could turn away from your opposing defender and then drive forward with the ball. That's what you need. It's like the template for Ghanaian midfielders over the last few years. Players that can just drive with the ball from midfield. Like, there's a ball there from... So why don't this coach play Kofi Chire more? The thing about it is, I feel like because he made his debut just ahead of the AFCON. I think there was like a friendly, or if it wasn't a friendly, it would have been like one of the last few qualifiers and whatnot, right? And yeah, like Chire is just quality as well. Look at it, look. It's another player that is just so good on the ball, and he's versatile too, because like not only can he play further forward in the midfield, he can also play deep in the midfield and control, dictate, which is great to see too. So that means now there's not much emphasis on Kudus. He can sit there in a pivot, with a bit more of a defensive player like Idrisu. And then he can kind of go forward. He gets kicked there in the abdomen. And I feel like the ref has pulled it back for a foul. Yeah. But yeah, Chire is he's too good. Really good. You saw him and then you saw him in the game against Nigeria, the second leg of the qualifier. He was playing a lot further forward in that midfield. And you saw what he was doing. He could offer us even playing in the false nine. He could play in the false nine if needs be. So he's very versatile.
This thing's even worse than my phone. Yeah, it ain't happening for me today, boy.
Rich is struggling right now.
It's peak. Let me switch back.
Here's a Mate. Here's a Fori coming forward. Salisu, Chire. Seidu. Oof, good shot there by Seidu. Keeper saves it. Corner comes in. Oh, and Salisu tried the overhead kick. Nicaragua coming forward for the first time in the second half. It's a cross headed away by Chire over the bar for a corner to Nicaragua. I think this might be their second corner of the game. Seidu's balling. Hey, Seidu's doing well, you know. I can't lie. But for everybody, it's all about like trying to stake your claim in this for this squad, to be honest with you. And it's going to be tight because there's a big pool of players to choose from. That's the thing. And the Fori just picks up the ball. Yeah, because even with the keeper situation, it's going to be tight. Like for this keeper situation, I can't lie to you. Like, because obviously both of them are going to go, Ofori and Wallacott, but it's who's going to be the number one. Who's the one that's putting the most confidence into the coaching staff to pick their number one. There's Amate coming forward with the ball. Gives it to Chire. With the ball over the top to... Ooh! And that's it. Oh, offside. 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 Yeah.
I'm going to keep the camera off. No joy.
Cool. Bukhari was offside there with that ball from Chire. Tried to square it to Kudus. But nah. As I said, Chire needs to be in that midfield for sure. Because that ball there was wonderful. Whoa. You're giving the ball away. And there's a foul as well on the edge of the area from Idrissi. Because they were playing around. I think that started from a foray though. because there was a poor kick to from Afori out. Chire had it and tried to, I don't know what kind of pass that was, and he put Idrisu in danger. He loses the ball and then he feels like he needs to go and retrieve himself.
Make the challenge.
Yeah. And he gets booked as well for it. Like this Afori thing is doing a bit. Oh no, fam. Because that distribution was a bit mad. This man will get pissed me off. To be honest, he's pretty solid though. Like he does exactly what you need, isn't it, as a defensive midfielder. Like just there to break up play. He ain't there to do much. Let's see how I'm gonna defend this free kick. Let's see if the wall stays intact. I don't like where Afori is standing though. Stand in the middle.
Got the traditional.
Stand in the middle, bro. Like, because you're just giving him an open invitation to hit the ball to your right or to your left, but to our right. Because if he gets this up and over the wall, it's peak.
Yeah.
Ooh, took a deflection. This is what I'm saying. The way he was standing, he was in no man's land when the ball was heading in that direction. But I don't understand. They have to retake. They're going to retake it again. Too quick.
How's that? The YouTube on my phone.
Wait, what?
So it's now 55, 57, 58, 29, 30. When I'm using mode.
Yours is moving a bit quicker than mine then.
You're happy?
Yeah, the my laptop, because I'm just watching this on the laptop screen.
Yeah, I realized when you mentioned about me taking the corner, like 5, 6, 7 seconds later, I was thinking, right, what's going on there? What's your new network provider, by the way? Just to be done, but I've been so patient with Virgin Media.
BT, man, because it was all long in it, so I just switched real quick to BT.
I might have to eat, man.
Yeah, because this is gonna be faster. The internet's pretty fast, to be fair. So I'm waiting for the Ghana space after the game. They will drag this Baba guy and the coach. Yo, it's gonna be fun. Drizzy, send me the link when you're on Twitter. Send me the link. I'll listen in. I can't lie. It'll be funny, bro. Oof.
There.
It's cool.
Good footwork. Oh.
Yeah, he just leaves the ball there, Kudus, but then gives away. What is going on?
That's a free kick.
There we go. There's Jure now. That's a foul.
It's good footwork in there. Done well. Right, in traditional AFCON settings, what's it, 35 yards? Long run up.
I don't even know if we've got any set. Well, only Chire's the set piece taker. That one for sure. I know that. He's the only one that could deliver some quality somewhere, but it's too far. This is way too far. This is one a Mate special, fam. Like, you can see him trying to do something like that.
It's always centre backs as well.
Always the centre backs, man. Like David Luiz was probably the best at it. Though still on some madness.
I like that.
Too far.
Just place it. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, look.
I'm glad they didn't take the shot.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Ooh. Go on. Get it back. Oh, and then we give it away again. Oh, sorry, what's else going with any changes?
Say that again.
What's else going with any substitutions?
No subs so far in the game, to be fair. On either side.
Yeah, it's kind of just taking the same shape as the first half.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like Nicaragua are not really interested in pressing.
Yeah.
Giving Ghana a lot of space to bring the ball forward. Ghana are struggling to put the final pass together, maybe overhitting, extra touch, you know, and whatnot, or just giving the ball away and the attack breaks down. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I feel like everybody's over eager to impress or try and make something out of this game and put their impact on the game. And maybe sometimes to keep it a bit simple too. I like the fact that the coach though changed from the 4-4-2 in the game against Brazil.
Yeah.
It's kind of 4-3-3, which I think is more suited to Ghana, to be fair.
Yes, London.
That's a good turn from Kudus there. Bukhari. Oh! And I think Kudus would have been offside anyway if he scored. That was a chance, man. There's Bukhari. Naki Williams with the shot and then, yeah, offside as soon as he touched the ball.
Yeah. It froze on my phone.
Did it?
Yeah. Ah, boy. We could just laugh.
Jizzy saying that what is Ghana's tactic?
Ooh, this is right.
The same boring thing. But ooh, it's Shaku with a shot. Ooh, keeper just smothers it.
Yeah, you know what it is. I think with games like this, where you know Saturday that it's too easy.
You sit off in it.
Yeah, you kind of just.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm thinking, yeah, don't really get injured before the weekend's game.
True.
And stuff. So
it's true. It's true. It's true. I mean, Drizzy, yeah, like what Rich said, like the opposition are weaker, so it's like it's hard. Like you know what I mean, like you don't want to go too hard because you don't want to get injured. Like you know you've got the beating of them on a regular day, so it's like it's a fine balance. I think one thing we need to just say is that some of these players needed to run out in the shirt. We're going to see like some partnerships developing because obviously Chire and Kudus in that midfield. I want to see that partnership develop a little bit more.
Yeah.
Ishaku, there's been a lot of hopes on him. He looks a lot better. Like I feel like that training that he's been doing at Sporting, that higher level that he's been working at, he's
been gym as well.
I'm saying he's improved a lot. Like Like
Good ball. Come on.
what we
Good.
saw earlier on this year, he was very raw. Like there's talent, but he's just too raw.
We need end product now. That's the passage of play.
Curry.
And then, come on. Is that a corner? No, goal kick. There's just lots of nice little passages.
I said, I can't believe I'm saying this. We need Wakasu. Baba is rubbish. It's a rubbish DM. I don't know. I don't know about that. Because I don't even know how old is Wakasu anyway. Yeah, like, and where does he play football now? Because the last time I heard he was in China. The last time I heard he was in China. Like, so I'm not too sure about that. I can't lie to you.
But please don't do that again.
Look at that. Say you found there.
All over the top from here. Corner.
What do you think of Inaki Williams' performance so far tonight?
You know what? He's done 6 right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't normally say that. You know, and I guess it's going to get time to get used to playing with these players. Ooh, do some clearance there. And I know a lot of people watching this thinking, he's done this hold up the ball. We've not seen that. So for what we're used to, it's a massive step up. It's a massive step up. I want to see him play more games.
I hear you.
Oh, he controlled that. Yeah, let's see the chance. Let's have a look again. Could he have brought this down? What do you think of our pressing stuff? I've noticed we do try to win the ball back very quickly.
Yeah, but like this is, as I said, this is something that I was expecting Ghana to do, like, because we've done it before, right? But then, like, see how like that could like kill you in like games against big sides like Brazil. Do you know what I mean? Because you're just leaving too much space behind. You know what I mean? Because everyone's just eager to get the ball back. So it's like trying to strike that right balance, and this is where like I wonder how it's going to be in the game against Uruguay, because that game's going to be a bit more. That's just going to be a physical game, bro. Because there's just going to be so much. There'll be emotions and all sorts going on. Like,
yeah,
as soon as you see some Luis Suarez on the pitch, you're going to try and kick his head in, bro. Like,
and the media is going to have a field day. That's all on loop.
Trust me. Bukhari there.
Oh, well done. Good turn. Go on, another one. Oh, unlucky.
Gideon Mensah fouled him.
It's a bit harsh.
Someone needs to bite Suarez. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. This is that's gonna be a good game. That's all I know. It's Kudus now. He wins the.
It's gonna be feisty. It's gonna be very feisty.
It's Bukhari.
Oh.
Mensah Spencer with a poor cross. Was a good second ball though. Curry. Gives the ball away. Shaku there.
What minute are you on at the minute?
70-45.
Oh, so you're back ahead.
I might. I just did the trick, you know, the playback speed thing to catch up the stream. Oh, is that corner? No. Uruguay won't have the Barcelona defender. Oh, who's that? Araujo, I think his name is. Yeah. He's injured. Long-term injury. Salisu versus Central C. That's gonna be interesting though. Nunes. Well, how is he gonna perform on the big stage in a game where like he probably was probably very young when it all was going on, to be fair. Like this is over. This is what, it's 10 years plus 12 years. So yeah, he would have been a kid. So Inaki's really tried. Yeah, he is. Like that's one thing that we'll say. Like he's tried hard. Like he's gonna be there to just link play. You know, if he can link play, spinning behind and get into a position where there'll be a cross or something for him to get on the end of. That's the key thing for him, really. Like a couple of substitutions for I was about to say Honduras, Nicaragua.
Yeah, so was it Cavani, Suarez, Noodles?
Yeah, they still got Cavani and Suarez though. They still do. Drizzy, like they still haven't finished.
Is Cavani still faking injuries?
I hope he is, man. Guy's a prick. Like I hated the fact that like United fans loved him off like that, like. And then last season, man was faking injury so that because he wanted to get a move and was sulking because he didn't get his move. Like, bro. Oof. I want a few more goals before the end of the game, though. I can't lie.
Yeah, something we need to work on. Just a bit more clinical in the final third.
I want to see Semenyo come on, man, because he's proper direct. Like he's not a different type of striker. Like he's not the guy that's gonna hold the ball up. Like he's running directly at you. Like he's running towards going to the back, playing back to goal.
I just don't want him to get injured because I wouldn't catch him if he had to. Because we were linked with him in the summer.
Oh, really?
But, yeah. What it was is that I think he held out just for the meantime because he had come back from a long-term injury.
Yeah.
I think it was an injury as well, but I think he started pretty well at Bristol City.
Yeah, they've been managing his injury though, like his comeback. Sorry, like since he returned. To be fair, like he's been getting minutes here and there. They don't want to get too much pressure on him too soon, which is good for Ghana and for him too.
For him as well, yeah.
So you know,
but he's still got a few goals as well. So,
that's nice from Williams. Is Kudus now? Should he score? No, keeper saves.
Let's see this now.
And the keeper's down as well. Don't know what's happened there. Cavani and Suarez ain't all that. Nunes is the Uruguayan. Peter Crouch. Wow.
Yeah.
I never like Cavani at all. Yeah, like he scored the first season. He scored a few goals. I think it was what 13 or something in all comps or whatever. And then second season, just non-existent. Faking injuries, all this type of stuff. Like he only came there for the money anyway. So that's what it is. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, because you just got to go across the keeper there.
Yeah.
It's going to be too cute.
Nicaraguan keeper's down, getting a bit of an ice on his knee. "75 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to Ghana. Players taking a water break whilst there's a break in play due to the injuries for the keeper, but it looks like the keeper's okay. He's up. He's limping. He should be okay to continue, I think."
I love the way that players just gather around and just get up.
Oh, man. There's a corner to Ghana now. Cross comes in.
That's a shocking corner, by the way.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't know what happened there, to be honest. Amate is Idrisu now. He's a Shaku. Gets his head up.
No. Touching wood with Amate. Maybe because of the type of game he's had, but he's been very disciplined.
Yeah. I don't know if that is just because this is not a good side.
Yeah, that's what I say. I feel like also that than anything else.
He sometimes can be very erratic, yeah, but then like sometimes he'll pull out a performance. He's weird. He's weird like that. I think because Salisu is just such a calming influence, maybe that also plays a part, to be fair.
You know, Williams has been brilliant actually. I'm just kind of watching the nuances, like from that throw-in that we just had. He missed it the first time, and he eventually got it back.
Yeah, he's produced now. Pass the ball, play it. Is Williams. Chire, I don't think it was intended for him, but it found his way to him. Kind of rushed the shot there.
Corner? No? Nice.
No. Go kick.
It looks like our players are getting 90, boy.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. It's interesting. I can't lie, but I guess maybe it was planned, maybe because try and give people a run out, like let them go. See, look, Drizzy, yeah, you see the way, like, you see Ghana, yeah, they're a strange country, you know, because these kind of games, yeah, we're all looking at it, we're like, hey, they're not playing well, you know, but I'm telling you, watch when the World Cup comes, everybody's on it. Because you're playing these big countries now, yeah, they don't want to get embarrassed on the world stage, so they'll come hard. It'll be mad. They'll be harder than this, man. Wait. He played a half. He's still playing for them, boy. That's what they're gonna see him. They're gonna see him still. Where is Nicaragua ranked in the world?
It won't be very high at all.
Yeah, they're probably 113th, I think. 139th. That's their FIFA ranking right now. They're very bad. A very bad side. They're not a big nation though, to be fair. It's very small in Central America. So
Is that Andre Ayew?
wait, what? Is he coming on?
It looks like there's a sub. It looks like there's two actually.
Oof. Bukari just getting fouled there.
Yeah. I've liked the front three, you know.
Yeah, no, they've been good. I mean, I'm waiting for Sulemana to come back in. All right, so Andre Ayew's coming on. And I think we got a debut. Okay, so wait, who came off? Because it's saying Lamptey, but it's not Lamptey. Lamptey didn't start the game, so how did he come off?
It's the racism.
It has to be because it's Idrissi Baba has come off, yeah, and Andre has come on, and then Ransford Yeboah has come on for his debut, I think, and he shut him off.
Themselves, though.
Yeah, they made sure to do so before they start, before it comes on, it starts trending on Twitter like Nicaraguan national TV racism. Bad. Yeah, but this is what I want to see. I want Andre Ayew to come on in games, you know, show things up, provide experience. Do you know what I mean? There are too many players in the way, like.
I'll be like them screaming. What's it? I'll be minutes.
Yeah, it's calm. It's calm. That's how it felt in 2006 and 2010. We weren't expecting much from them, and then in 2014, we were expecting a lot from them, and they were disappointed. It's exactly that. It was like that. Like 2006, you didn't know what to expect. Obviously, qualifying for the first time, had some great players in that side. Don't get me wrong, like, but you didn't know what to expect in a group where you're playing against Italy, the Czech Republic, and I think we played the US as well in that first group that we had, and we got through that and get to the last 16, but eventually losing to Brazil. I believe did we lose to Brazil or was it Germany? One of the two. Going out to them. And then you know, then going into 2010 where there's a high. Well, we weren't expecting too much from them, but we were expecting them to at least do what they need to do. And there's another goal offside. Kudus again, another offside. But yeah, in 2010, the side was strong. Was like, you know, more experienced for some of the players that was in that 2006 side. Yeah, Brazil. Yeah, I think we lost that game like 3-0 or whatever it was. Yeah, against Brazil. But yeah, 2010. You know, being in Africa, a little bit more expectation, a bit of pressure as one of the African sides representing the continent. Some of our players a lot more experience from their first like World Cup and whatnot. And then we exceed expectations, potentially getting to that semi-final. We were like this close to getting there, and we couldn't make it, unfortunately, because we already know the events of that. And in 2014, it's like, at that point, it's like all the players that were there, they're really experienced, but there was a lot of disharmony in the camp. We as a country were expecting a lot from them. We was expecting them to try and go as far as they did in the last one, get to the quarterfinals and potentially break to that semi-final, but it just didn't happen. So yeah, there won't be a lot of expectations after that abysmal AFCON at the start of this year. I can't see the country just having like these high expectations for this Ghana team, and that might help the team. Less pressure with the young players. It will help them, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. That's the thing, and that's the thing. I'm good. I'm good on that. Like I don't mind if there's no pressure on these players. At least they could be able to perform. You know.
So I literally just stuck back and see that just go.
Nah, it was offside, man.
Okay.
It was offside. It was offside. It was Kudus again, but it was offside.
And then for me, you know, I've got us finishing second this group.
Yeah,
But I think it'll be with like 4 points.
Yeah, so you think we'll lose one, win one, draw one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there'll be quite a few teams on 4.
Yeah, when we do the
and it might just be a goal difference sort of.
When we do the preview for the actual game, for the actual tournament, we can go through it in a bit more detail. Yeah, I think Ghana will win one game. I don't know against who though. That's the thing. But I think they'll win one game. Yes, like I don't see them just like we're not a bad side. That one I can give you that. Like we are not a bad side, and I think it's just gonna take a bit more time to gel with the players and stuff. So this game, we got another game against Switzerland. That's the game where you want your full strength team. Hopefully, everyone comes through, no injuries over the next month or so. And then, we actually try to see what team is actually going to be starting at the World Cup. But we win one game, I think. I don't know who though, because I'd like to catch a. I think it's the Uruguay one. That's the one I want. I want us to win that game. And then after that, it don't matter really. We got our win, revenge.
Yeah, it's because Semenyo's come on. I would have liked to see him a bit longer, but
yeah. Don't forget, Portugal slapped us like 4-1 in the last time we faced them at the World Cup in 2014 in Brazil. That they sent us home that day. So let's calm down. I don't think they're their side is good. Don't get me wrong. But like if you've got the 37-year-old, leading the line, oh no, boy. I don't think he'd be able to hack it against the defenders still. Especially if he hasn't got that movement around him.
It's Bernardo Silva we need to keep quiet.
Yeah. Silva. Even Bruno, if he starts though. Because Bruno is just moving mad still. Oof. Wait, was it 2-1, Drizzy? I thought they slapped us. I thought it was like 4-1 or 4-0. I thought they just gave up. Because apparently the day before they refused to train. The players refused.
Oh, strike. Semenyo. So I like that. Direct.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Semenyo's too direct, man. I like it. That's what I want to see, man. And this is a young guy who wanted to play for Ghana, so you know what I mean. Like that's what you want from players that want to join and play for the country. Santos is the worst. I wouldn't agree. I would agree with that though, but he will tell you that hey, I've won the Euros. So I really like.
It's true. It's true.
Deflection over the bar, out for a corner. Yeah, he'll tell you he won the Euros, man. Like you can't take that away from him. Still,
I know Bakari is cold.
He's cold. That's the thing. It's like I'm liking what I'm seeing, like because there's just so much competition for places up, like in those forward positions. Like it's crazy.
The drop of the shoulder there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, you're right. Competition for players would be good. It would only help us with our preparation for the World Cup.
Ooh, Sadie was about to turn away, try and cross that ball. That's a throw. Cameroon have only got past the group stage once and have only won one match once out of the last the last 4 World Cups they've been to. You see with that, that's a very surprising stat, because I remember watching Cameroon in Kudus again, another chance. He just goes past the post. That was a big chance for him as well. I remember watching Cameroon in 2002 in Korea, Japan.
Oh, he's got a score.
Yeah, he should have scored that. And
I
I don't think they qualified for 2006 because I don't remember them there. Yeah, they weren't there. I don't think they were out of the size that qualified. They was part because there was a few new countries that qualified in 2006. I remember obviously it was Ghana, Ivory Coast, first time for them, Togo.
Yeah.
And if my memory serves correct, I think Tunisia qualified.
No. When did Algeria have England? Was it 2006 or 2010?
That was 2010. So, because I remember, and then Angola. So the 5 countries that qualified were Ghana, Togo, Ivory Coast, Angola, and Tunisia. So Cameroon didn't make it in 2006. And in 2010, I feel like Cameroon made it in 2010. And that was when we seen the bigger side. So we saw Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, I think. And then like it must have been Algeria, right? To make it 5.
Yeah.
Then in 14 they qualified. I know that for a fact. In the Brazil one. And then this one now, I think. So then this, and yeah, they were there in 98. So yeah, they missed out in 2006.
The way they qualified for this one was
mad. Yeah, that was mad. Yo, that was mad. Hey, relive that, people. You need to go back and watch it on the channel because that was a madness.
That was crazy.
That was a madness to go from basically being out of it to just next thing you know, woo, mad. They make it. The coach, the Algerian coach on the floor crying, bro.
Yeah.
Crying.
95th minute, I believe.
Yeah, it's 95th minute. Bukhari coming off.
What do you do as a substitute when you come on knowing that you've got a minute?
I'm rushing to try and get a touch of the ball, fam, before they start saying that I touched the ball. Against Portugal, we're playing. We were saying it's 3-4-3. Try and play a 3-4-3 against Portugal. That would be interesting. Ivory Coast destroyed Cameroon in 2006 qualification, the Drogba show. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The big sides never made it. The traditional big sides never made it. Like, like there was no Senegal. Like I think they was out of them for quite some time until 2014, I believe. And I believe, is that it? No. But yeah, like that World Cup, that was interesting. That qualification up until 2006 because it was crazy, man, to see 4 new sides completely qualify for their first World Cup. Togo one was very surprising.
Yeah,
Togo's not a big nation. Adebayor obviously their main guy, but like they don't have many players, and that's it. Full time.
Yeah.
Full time. Ghana win 1-0. Goal by Shaku in the first half, 35th minute.
Yeah, that last substitution was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was strange. But hey, we'll give it to him in a minute because we've won the game still. Drizzy saying that it's what kind of stupid substitution is that? Bro, the Algerian coach is still throwing shots after their match versus Guinea. He said they were better than Cameroon. He needs to get over it. He needs to get over it, man. He needs to get over it, man. It's one of those things. But yeah, people, we back in the building very, very soon. It's been a pretty I'm not gonna say boring match, you know what I mean? Like Ghana just had to do what they need to do. A lot of people were expecting us to have a few more goals and whatnot, but it is what it is. But yeah, big up to my brother Rich for coming through once again.
100%. No, it's fun. Listen, Virgin Media's called me, man. My Wi-Fi has been moving mad. Look at Minecraft settings and that.
Let people know where they can find you before we get out of this, though.
100%. Listen, guys, thanks for us. E4, as Roland mentioned, coming up. I've put the Twitter out there, as you can see, at Eagle-Eyed Ball as well. So we've got our Chelsea preview on Friday. And It's pretty much confirmed, but obviously things could change. But get Matisse on there. I'll see he'll be on the channel on Friday.
Cool.
And then we'll be both me down at the game. So hopefully 3 points for the Eagles.
Good stuff. So yeah, people, make sure that you go hit up Rich and the Eagle Eye family on Eagle Eye Football. Make sure you subscribe to them as well. Friday is going to be a big one for them as well with the preview with Matisse as they play Chelsea on the weekend. So make sure you tune into that. And yeah, we'll be back in the building very, very soon. There'll be some games on the weekend potentially. I know the Manchester Derby for sure on Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that too.
Big game.
Yeah, big game. So
and North London Derby this week as well. There's some big games.
Yeah, some big games weekend still. It's going to be interesting still. But yeah, people will be back very, 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 very soon. Obviously, World Cup is coming on the channel. Basketball coming on the channel very soon. So make sure you stay locked in. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button as well. And we'll be back in the building, people. Peace.